It's good, at least ho gaya. Thank you, bye. Okay, I think we're all live now on YouTube. And I would like some of you who are who've got another screen potentially to switch on the YouTube, INYAS channel and see if it is indeed working. But I'm going to assume that it's working. So hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Peter. Hello, everyone here.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello, ma'am.
So I'm Gitanjali Yadav, and I'm a member of the Indian National Young Academy of Science. And you're watching the first online lab meeting of the hugely successful online internship program, OpenVirus, that we've conducted with the DST Rajasthan. 8 weeks ago, we received a request from Dr. Manu Sikarwar under the KARYA project of the DST. KARYA is an acronym for the knowledge augmentation through research in young aspirants, especially undergraduates and postgraduates from state universities and colleges. These are students who could not undergo a regular summer training due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and the idea of online mentoring came up as an experimental alternative. Now, I work at the India-UK interface as a DBT Cambridge lecturer, and it was just a couple of months back that Peter Murray Rust, my colleague at Cambridge, and I were both chatting about extending our ongoing collaboration under the Tigris program, which is another India-UK BBSRC funded program, where we had conducted a workshop in India last year through online mentoring in the open science arena. And so with encouragement from my colleagues at NIPGR, as well as the University of Cambridge, we decided to take on 5 INYAS-KARYA trainees. And a handful of these interns were, also had diverse backgrounds and cultures to run an online internship on the OpenVirus program with the idea of extracting knowledge from literature. One of these students is also my Cambridge student, Charles Lee, who was a Part 2 student earlier this year and has just graduated from Cambridge. And the best part was that the KARYA students in INYAS connected with and were mentored by other students on our team, especially those who are in turn selected nationally through the Science Academies summer research programs and the FAST SF programs. Much of these the cementing of these relationships have happened over the past 6 weeks through my Cambridge colleague, again, Dr. Peter Murray Rust, and you will soon hear more from Peter, as well as from our interns. Some of them have been from the remotest parts of rural Rajasthan. Many of these students did not have prior experience either in speaking in English or also in some cases in speaking in Hindi. And they did not have access to laptops, leave alone high-end workstations that you usually connect with a computational biology kind of training. But we've loved the way all of these kids have found ways to learn and motivate each other in their own ways. So what you will find today is how these students and interns have surprised us and me definitely beyond my wildest dreams, that they've been able to achieve so much in such a short time. And they are the real heroes of OpenVirus. But I definitely would not have been here, and we would not have been doing this online lab meeting without Peter, as well as the help and support that we've got from NIPGR, the National Institute of Plant Genome Research, my India host organization, as well as the Department of Plant Sciences, University of Cambridge, my UK host, and INYAS, the DST Rajasthan, the KARYA project, our Tigris program, the DBT, University of Cambridge, and the Indian Science Academies summer research programs for getting us where we are today. So with that short background, I'd like to say this fantastic collaboration is continuing, and we hope to learn more from each other and continue this as much and as far as we can. More links are going to be on the chat box or in the comment box. If anyone out there listening to us has any questions during this lab meeting, please feel free to type it in the comment box, and I will, or some of our interns are going to be keeping a tab there to be able to respond to you. And whatever slides we are presenting and the data we are presenting today is openly available on GitHub, on the OpenVirus GitHub account that we've shared links for earlier. You can see the slides will also be shared to you on the chat box or comment box in YouTube, so that you can take a look at the data that the work that we're doing. It's all open science. So with that, I give this the stage to my colleague Peter, Dr. Peter Murray Rust from Department of Chemistry, University of Cambridge. Your stage, Peter.
Thank you, Gita. Now, this is the first time we've done this, so there may be some technical glitches. I'm going to share my screen. I have also put my slides on SlideShare so that if for some reason you can't see them, you can read them on that. So I'm now going to try and share my screen. I hope to do a full screen, but it may be that we have a small, I think we'll have a small screen with a sidebar. So try and share my screen. I hope to do. Okay, so share screen, and I hope you can all see the slides now. Is that correct?
Yes, Peter, but you'll have to put the slides on show mode, like, you know, on screen mode, so that we see the full slide rather than your
I hope so. I have, so this is, I always, slideshow.
Perfect, not yet.
Play from start. Okay,
That's
is that right? Okay.
That's perfect, yeah.
So, thank you all very much. This is one of the most exciting things I've done in my life, and I think that this is setting something not just for India, but for the whole world. And we hope that other people will be able to look at this and build on top of it. As I say, these slides are here in the middle. Can you see my cursor?
Yes. Yes, Peter, we can see your.
That's fine. And this is about viral knowledge created in the time of COVID, but more general than that. And it's completely open, which means that anybody can use it, anybody can see it, anybody can do whatever they like with it. And these are the people who've helped to contribute to it. Now, scientific knowledge is very valuable in tackling problems such as viral epidemics. And here's a paper 30 years ago, which predicted the Ebola outbreak in Liberia. Now, that wasn't acted on because it was hidden away. But the question is, can we take the whole scientific literature and use machines to find similar things for anything to do with viral epidemics? And that's what we've been doing in this program. So a year ago, Gita invited me to Delhi to help with a workshop on food security. We had 3 wonderful interns who developed this over 6 weeks, and we gave a great workshop. COVID hit, so we turned the technology and the methodology to viruses instead. And in June this year, 10 weeks ago, we had just 2 interns here, Priya and Karina, whom you'll see later. And suddenly it's exploded. We now have 16 participants, and we've divided this to have 5 core facets. You can see about diseases, drugs, countries, funders, viruses. So all the different aspects of epidemics. And here, and Dheeraj has been pioneering this, can we have this not just in English, but in languages which are relevant to citizens. So we are able, through Dheeraj, to do this in Hindi, Tamil, and Urdu so far. It's expanded now to 8 mini projects. Here are the 5, but we've also added more complicated ones of animal hosts for viruses, non-pharmaceutical interactions, and testing and tracing. And the way it's done is that each mini project collects about 1,000 papers and analyzes them with dictionaries of about 3,000 terms, plus or minus a lot. And we use 2 things, Europe PubMed Central and Wikidata. And Wikimedia is tremendously important in this. We've got a very large open toolbox. I won't go through it, except perhaps to introduce Amy at the top. Amy, this is Amy our kangaroo, who represents the mining program at the top, Amy. And this is where we've got to. We've had a number of challenges. Oh, sorry. we've learnt an awful lot, so people can now call themselves apprentice data scientists. We're starting to do machine learning and natural language processing. And I was very impressed yesterday with this dashboard that was put together by the group, showing the way in which we've progressed on our 8 projects. And these are all the different things that we are looking at in the projects. So back to you, Geeta.
Awesome. Thank you, Peter. Thank you very much. I would now like to introduce one by one all our interns and the team members. They're going to, in a very short span of 30 seconds to a minute, tell you about themselves and what they're doing on the OpenVirus program. So the first of us is Amreen Hamdani. This is a PhD student in animal genetics from the University of Kashmir, Sher-e-Kashmir. Amreen, over to you.
Greetings, everyone. This is Amreen Hamdani, a PhD scholar from Sher-e-Kashmir University of Agricultural Sciences and Technology of Kashmir. And my work on the OpenVirus project is to work on viral epidemics and countries. And working on the viral epidemics project is such an incredible experience for me for multiple reasons. One, I get to do actual science. 2, I get to be mentored by a few of the greatest scientists in the world, Dr. Peter Murray Rust, Dr. Gitanjali Yadav, and others. And 3, I get to work with a team of incredible co-interns. And for this, I am incredibly grateful to NIPGR as well as the Indian Academy of Sciences. And it's really a tremendous experience for me. And I shall take with myself a lot of good memories, a lot of great science, and I hope we are able to contribute significantly and turn this a problem situation into something good. Thank you.
Thank you, Amreen. We now have Charles Lee. Charles was my Part 2 student at the University of Cambridge earlier this year. He has just graduated with a BA Honours in Natural Sciences at the University of Cambridge Robinson College. Charles, over to you.
Hello, everyone. My name's Charles Lee, and just as Geeta said, I am a recent graduate from University of Cambridge, and I spent my 3rd year research project under Dr. Geeta's lab, and it was a genome reconstruction project, and it really inspired me to do more bioinformatics and to dive deeper in this. So I joined the OpenVirus project more than a month ago, and I was assigned to a mini project of investigating the effect of non-pharmaceutical interventions. Non-pharmaceutical interventions are actions, apart from getting vaccinated and taking medicine, that people and communities as a whole can prevent the spread of illness, like the COVID pandemic. So should I share my screen now? I want to make a report of my...
Yes, definitely, Charles. We can see your screen already, but you're more than welcome to try it out again. Yeah.
I think that's because Peter's sharing.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Peter, you'll have to stop sharing your screen, or Charles, you can just share yours. Perfect. Try again, Charles.
I tried, and it says you can't share the screen while others.
I've stopped sharing.
Okay,
It
Charles.
should be all right now.
Right, I am sharing right now. So this is my mini project I was assigned on. So non-pharmaceutical interventions include social distancing, physical distancing, and wearing face masks, hand sanitizers, washing hands, and etc., etc. So I will make a short report of what my progress was during last week. So I have, here's my update here. I have successfully installed AMI 3 and my changed path. So I finally can use AMI-DICT for constructing my hand-curated dictionary now. And I've created a 3rd corpus because my 2nd one isn't, has a lot of noise in it. So I created my 3rd one, and I started binary classification yesterday. And I've downloaded Docker and Jupyter Notebook to start with some of the machine learning stuff. And I attempted creating a dictionary using AMI-DICT. It was only an attempt. I will create the whole dictionary later, and I will commit to GitHub. So that's all from me.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you very much. And now we have Dheeraj Dhingani. Dheeraj Dhingani is one of the Karya interns. Dheeraj, आप BSc Mathematics कर रहे हैं, and you're from the RR College, Alwar. Please tell us something about yourself and your experience here.
हेलो एवरीवन, मेरा नाम धीरज कुमार है। मैं बीएससी फाइनल ईयर मैथ्स से आरआर कॉलेज अलवर से कर रहा हूँ। इस इंटर्नशिप में मेरा एक्सपीरियंस बहुत ही अच्छा रहा। पहले तो मैं सोच रहा था कि मतलब ये बायोलॉजी के सब्जेक्ट है और मैं मैथमेटिक्स से हूँ, तो मैं क्या करूँगा इसमें। पर बाद में तो सबने अच्छा मेरा साथ दिया और सबने अच्छा मेरा साथ दिया, सबने सिखाया क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, और इसका मतलब एक्सपीरियंस बहुत ही इनक्रेडिबल रहा, बहुत ही अच्छा। अब मैं इसको ज्वाइन रखना चाहता हूँ जब तक आप चाहो। थैंक्स।
थैंक यू धीरज, थैंक यू वेरी मच। और धीरज के बारे में ये और बताना चाहती हूँ कि धीरज, आपके पास एक्सेस टू लैपटॉप और वर्क स्टेशन कुछ नहीं था, और फिर भी आपने borrowed phone और mobile phone से you were able to use the borrowed phone of your friends and still get some science done, and you were able to still extract knowledge from literature, and that is outstanding. I have to say you're outstanding on this one, but more on that later. The next turn to speak is that of Jitu Ram Bhargav. Jitu Ram Bhargav is also one of the Karya INYAS interns that we have taken on this month, and he's an MSc Botany student, and he's from the Department of Botany, University of Rajasthan. Jitu, क्या आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
Hello everyone, I am Jitu Bhargav, Karya Fellow of the Department of Science and Technology, Rajasthan. And first of all, I would like to thank the Department of Science and Technology for providing me this opportunity through INYAS online internship program. And I would like also thanks to Dr. Gitanjali ma'am and Dr. Peter Murerest for giving me this opportunity. And my mini project was OpenVirus. My mini project was viruses and epidemics, and my mentor was Karina Singh, and my experience is very, very, very good. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Jitu. Thank you for your comments also. And because you mentioned your direct mentor was Karina on this viral epidemic program, the next speaker is Karina. I put over the stage to Karina, who's from the who's doing MSc Botany from Ferguson College in Pune. Karina, over to you now.
Hello everyone, and thank you Jitu for mentioning my name. You have been a brilliant mentee, and it's not like I have done all the work. You have also helped me in all the major tasks. So it has been more than 2 months since I've joined this project, and I had very, very little experience in this field, and I did not know what all it's going to be about. And I also did not have any knowledge about data science. So with me and Priya being the first 2 interns in this project, and Peter always helping us and mentoring us and giving us more and more knowledge in every meeting, it has been a great learning experience. And thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity, and my affiliation is with NIPGR as an intern. And it has been a great project with ongoing progress. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Karina. I'm going to lead over next to Priya, Lakshmi Devi Priya. She's one of the summer research fellows of the Indian Academies of Science annual programs. It's a prestigious summer research fellowship wherein students are selected nationally through a very competitive system. And Priya has been doing a BTech in industrial technology from the Government College of Technology in, tell us yourself, Priya, why don't you do that?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I'm Lakshmi Devi Priya from Government College of Technology, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. I'm a second year BTech student pursuing industrial biotechnology. When I joined this project, I have no idea what to do or what my role is. it was a little blank, and because of Peter and Gita, I think I was learning. Literally, I hate codings, but when I entered OpenVirus, I learned coding, and I had optionally selected Python as a subject for my next class, and it was really awesome. And this project has learned learned me many things. And I have mentored Dheeraj, and he knows Hindi very well, and I don't know Hindi, and we were communicating in a basic manner in English, but it was so awesome. And I don't know, I could mentor him as much as like that, and it was really amazing. And thank you, ma'am, and thank you, SRF, and thank you, Peter, for guiding us through this, and thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Priya. And the first thing I want to just remind everybody is let's stop thanking each other too much. I've done the thanking for the supporting partners on the program, and let's just, I've really learned from you, and we've done this mutually. So no more thank yous and no more sorries if that's going to happen at all. So the next speaker in line is Om Prakash. Om Prakash is one of the Karya interns from the government of Rajasthan DST. And interestingly, he's a master's student in chemistry, and he's from Bharatpur, Rajasthan. Om, aap apne baare khud batayenge? Let's hear from you directly. Om? You are unmuted. Om, aapko unmute karna hoga. Fir sunai dega. Yes.
Hello everyone. I am Om Prakash. I am the student of MSc Final Chemistry from the Government MSc College Bharatpur. Basically, I belongs to Bharatpur. My mini project is testing and tracing in viral epidemics. And Vanisha is my mentor. She is very good. That helped me in every way. I got to learn a lot of new things from them. And this project is really interesting and inspire me, especially Gitanjali ma'am and Peter Moria and all the participants के साथ काम करके मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. Thank you.
What I want to say is thank you, Om. And now I give the stage on to Pooja Parikh. Pooja Parikh is a master's in microbiology. She's pursuing a master's in microbiology from Maharaja Ganga Singh University. Pooja, over to you. Tell us about yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. My name is Pooja Parikh, and I'm a student of MSc Microbiology from Maharaja Ganga Singh University, Bikaner. So first of all, I'm really very thankful to DST and INYAS as well for providing me a great opportunity. And my project was about viral epidemics and country, and my mentor was Embreen. It was really an amazing and totally new experience for me. All things were new for me, but now it's really, I really had an amazing experience. So thank you.
Okay, with that, we move on to Rajan. Rajan has been with us from the beginning. He's one of the first interns we had. Pooja, whom you just heard, is a Karya intern again. And Rajan, can we hear from you about yourself, please?
Yes. Hello. I'm Prathav Rajan Karnagaran, doing my final year in BTech Biotechnology at Dr. MGR Educational Research Institute, University, Chennai. And I'm working in this OpenVirus project since June 2020 of this year. And like I literally don't have any background on like computer skills and on anything like that. I have very few things. But like once I entered, I literally did not have my background at artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. And now I'm learning data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence through this internship. And also my mini project is on scientific articles about drugs in viral epidemics. And that's all, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Prathav, Rajan. And our next speaker is going to be Sana Saifi. Sana is a bachelor student. She's pursuing a BSc in Life Sciences at the Dayal Singh College, Delhi University. And what I find most interesting is Sana was one of the last people to join us. And I told Sana, ki Kamma, already there's a lot of science going on, but because so many students are there, you need to be my project manager. And she immediately agreed. And she's been handling the project as a project manager pretty fabulously, in addition to doing some of the science that Sana is doing. So moving on to you, Sana, tell us about yourself.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Sana Saifi from the Dayal Singh University. I'm pursuing life sciences, and I'm currently the summer intern at Indian Academy of Sciences. Yeah. I really don't want to talk about project right now, but I would like to tell some thing. while the COVID-19 happened and it was the lockdown everywhere, I got an email from Indian Academy of Sciences that your internship is being suspended and you can't come to Bangalore for the internship. So I was so sad and I tried mailing all the researchers and professors, and everyone said no, but you, ma'am, Gitanjali ma'am, you accepted me with your both hands open and heart too. And Peter, thank you so much for the internship. That's all.
Thank you so much, Sana. That's the nice thing that you've told us. And I remember the interaction we had earlier, and Peter and I have often had a discussion, but we feel that it's very important to have volunteers join us because this is an expanding community. And the more of us that are there, the better we'll do. This allows us to go on to the next student, Simran Leen. And I have to say here that Simran Leen is yet another one of our interns who I'm supremely impressed by. This is another Karya intern, and he joined us in the INYAS-KARYA initiative. And by, this guy used to be quiet all the time, never speaking much. And then we discovered suddenly on one of these lab meetings that he's a science filmmaker. And the moment I said, you're a science filmmaker, and then he's got these YouTube videos to share about the movies that he has made. And from then on, it was totally uphill for him and fantastically downhill for us, because we just gave him the job to put together a short movie about the OpenVirus program. And Simran Leen is currently making this movie for us, in addition to doing the science that he's doing. Sadly, he's lost a member of his family very recently, and I had felt that he would not be able to join us today, but Simran has joined us. Thank you so much, Simran, for coming along for this. Would you like to talk about yourself and your experience on the OpenVirus?
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Simran Leen Singh, and I am from Bikaner, Rajasthan. Currently, I am pursuing MSc Chemistry Analytical from Government Dungar College, Bikaner. I was part of this DST INYAS online summer internship program from last month. And I would like to thank Dr. Manu Shikarwar sir from DST Rajasthan and Dr. Peter Mureras from UK, Cambridge University, and Dr. Gitanjali ma'am. And I would also like to thank my mentor, Vaishali Arora, who had helped me in this project. My project was on viral epidemic and funder. And my contribution in this project was basically refining the dictionaries and updating the dictionary from Sparkle query and classifying the papers into true positive and false positive. Currently, I'm working on the video, which ma'am has talked about. Initially, I was a bit nervous for this project because this was a computational software-based project. I faced some issue in downloading the softwares which need to be downloaded for this project, but later I was able to understand the project and learned many new things. My experience is really great. I would like to thank all of you for giving support and guidance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Simran Leen. So the next speaker on this series of introductions is Pooja Biswas. Pooja is another Karya intern, INYAS, and Pooja is from the from the colleges in Rajasthan. I think you're an MSc biotechnology student, aren't you, Pooja? Tell us more about yourself and your experience on the OpenVirus, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Pooja Biswas, and I'm currently pursuing a degree in biotechnology from University of Rajasthan. So I was to travel to US in July or August to pursue a degree in microbiology from Georgetown University. But because of the current situation, I wasn't able to. So getting a chance to work under the OpenVirus project was no less than a serendipity. And I worked under the mini project Viral Epidemics and Drugs. And initially, the commands were like a jargon of words. But with the help of Peter and my mentor, Rajan, I was able to grasp everything very slowly and steadily. I really enjoyed editing pages. That was my favorite part. And we were actually the testers to the softwares that were available. So I was able to understand Get Papers and Amy. And also the tutorial pages on the GitHub account, they were really helpful. So I'm really glad to be a part of this wonderful project. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Pooja. And now we have with us Vaishali Arora. Vaishali is doing her master's in botany at Miranda House, New Delhi. Vaishali, tell us more about yourself and your experience on this program.
My name is Vaishali. I am doing my master's in botany from University of Delhi, and my affiliation is with NIPGR, and I'm very delighted that I decided to ask Gitanjali ma'am out for a summer internship. She once visited my college during undergrad and during the Darwin's week, and I got really excited that I want to work with her, and I want to I used to follow her everywhere, and it's been really exciting to work with her. And next, I would like to thank Simranleen Singh, who's been a very great mentee. He helped me in creating dictionaries and annotating the papers and everything. And with respect to the project, I had a very little knowledge about coding when I joined this project, and now I think I can, I learned very well in this project. So I would like to thank the entire OpenVirus community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vaishali. Stalker, huh? I didn't know about that. Good that you've told it now on a public platform. I can always catch you on this again. So, but really nice that, more often than not, I try to talk to students, and it's fantastic if some of us can, on a regular basis, be able to motivate somebody to want to stay with science or do some extra science. So that gets us on to the next student, Vaishali Arora. And before Vanisha comes in, let me break the secret and the big mystery about it. Vanisha and Vaishali are twin sisters. I didn't know that. Yes, of course, mad scientists exist. So I didn't know that till they told me on the meeting itself that we are twins. Can't you look and make out? And I was like, no, I forgot about it. So your turn, Vaishali. Vaishali is also an MSc botany student currently. Your turn.
Hello, everyone.
Vanisha. Okay. Sorry.
Hello everyone, I'm Vaishali Arora, and currently I'm pursuing my master's in botany from Osmania University in Hyderabad. So my specialization is applied plant physiology, and it has been 2 months I joined this project, and it was same for me as well as Vaishali said. She joined the project first, and I was so tense because she told me that this project is entirely about coding and software. So I was a little tense that being a botany student, whether I'll be able to do that or not. But she told me about mentors, Peter Muriras and Gitanjali ma'am. They both are amazing mentors. So I was ready to join, and the mini project assigned to me was testing and tracing in viral epidemics. So in this mini project, we are going to extract information about various tests which are done to diagnose a particular virus in any epidemic. So in the very beginning, I faced some issues in installing softwares, but then I came up with that, and I really like to thank Gitanjali ma'am for taking me in this project. Thank you very much.
Well, so with that, we have all had a short introduction to everybody on the team currently in OpenVirus. If I have missed anyone, please raise your hand and let me know right now, because I tend to, when I'm running along too fast, I tend to forget to stop. So if we have had all introductions, let us start the regular thing of the day, and let us have the online laboratory lab meeting that we've been having bi-weekly from the beginning of this OpenVirus program. In today's YouTube live streaming, we have spent the first 20 to 30 minutes just introducing ourselves and saying what we're all up to. But I would now like to move on with the main business of the lab meeting, wherein we meet and we talk about, each one of us makes a presentation of 2 minutes to talk about what you've done in the last week and whether or not you had any obstacles. And if you had any obstacles, tell us about those, and maybe others in the team or Peter and I as mentors can help you with your obstacles. In addition, Peter and I may have questions to ask about the progress that you're presenting to us in this week. So let's start again, one by one for each one of us. Peter, would you like to say a few words before we move on to each person in for a regular presentation of this week's work?
I'd just like to say thank you to Ambreen for her spreadsheet, which we developed on Monday, which is a way of tracking the progress of the projects and the interns associated with each project. And I find that very useful. It was on my last slide, but it's also on the wiki. So we reviewed quite a lot of projects at that stage. it gives an idea as to what we've done, what we still have to do, and what we won't do. And this is how modern software and other projects are run. So I'd just like to say how very excited I am that all the 16 people here are able to work in a project using modern project management tools. There is a lot of detail, but this will give an idea to those people listening in as to what the particular projects are they're working on and so forth. So maybe we can get the URL of that project up. Ambreen, could you post?
Yes. I can post it. Ambreen can put it in the chat box, and we can put it on the YouTube comment box so that anybody who's watching us live right now or later, because this video is going to be permanently embedded with the INYAS YouTube channel. So we will have a comment box where those who want to read more about the OpenVirus program can therefore look at the OpenVirus and what's happening. And there've been some questions on YouTube right now, Peter. So I'd like to just answer on behalf of all of us that if you're out there, you're listening to us and you want to join the OpenVirus internship, you're welcome. But please remember that you have to come recommended. A lot of these interns have come with recommendations from the KARYA initiative, and the KARYA initiative was when the DST Rajasthan shortlisted a large number of students and then selected these for this training, which INYAS members were then able to, INYAS members were able to assign students to themselves and so on. In addition, the Summer Research Fellowship Program of the Indian National Science Academies is a program running for the last 20 years by the academies, and they do the summer internships. These are once in a year. And of course, we would be looking for, as our current trainees are finishing or coming to the end of their terms, we would be looking for new interns who might be able to join us. But for that, you will have to send me, please see the website, and you will have to send me a complete CV of yourself with your with the kind of knowledge that you have currently on either viral epidemics or some of the software that we've been using. The software, again, is open source, freely available. On the GitHub, you will find ways of installing and using the software. You're welcome to try it out on your own and then get in touch with me if you want to. So with that short background, I would like Ambreen to take over the stage to tell us about the work you've been doing this week. Again, for everybody, this is what we do is a best practices system in all our lab meetings. We give 2 minutes to every intern to speak about what they've done. 2 minutes allows you to see very carefully, present only the most important parts of what you've done and be able to, crystallize your thoughts better, to be able to make better presentations in the long run. So Ambreen, over to you while I handle the chat box of the YouTube.
Can you all see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes, Ambreen.
Yes.
Can everybody see the presentation? Yeah, it's a very short presentation. I'll try and finish within 2 minutes. So my OpenVirus mini project is about viral epidemics and countries, and my collaborator is Pooja Parikh. So essentially, we are asking one question: what countries do viral epidemics occur in? And for this, we have planned a workflow. We have started with the creation of a corpus of 950 papers. And for this, we are essentially using a state-of-the-art tool called Get Papers. Next, we are moving on to the creation of a corpus of positives and negatives. That is, the papers, we are splitting them into positives, true positives and false positives. And this we are using for further data mining. We are also responsible for the creation and maintenance of the country dictionary. And for this, for the creation and maintenance of the country dictionary, we are using Sparkle, Wikidata, as well as another very important tool called AnyDict. All the things that we are doing are essentially for the purpose of machine learning, wherein we are trying to apply the latest state-of-the-art techniques for natural language processing. And for this, we are essentially relying on Jupyter, and we are the language we are using for this particular mini project is Python. And there are multiple other libraries that we are taking support from, for example, scikit-learn, matplotlib, etc. And all this we are doing to draw useful inferences, which can be useful for the common man in a simple language and in as graphical an interface as possible. And for this, we have another very important and state-of-the-art tool, that is AMY, which is kind of at the backbone of everything. So this is a GitHub image of the project that I am running in collaboration with Pooja, which we keep updating on daily basis. This is update 5 of the same. And with regards to my progress, these are the things, this is a list of the things that we are supposed to do. And among them, a lot of things are already ready. For example, the corpus is ready, the dictionary is ready, our specialist subsects are ready, which is essentially to split our paper into multiple sections so that our natural language processing becomes easy. We also have various notebooks ready and the libraries are ready. Language variants, we are essentially trying to incorporate important languages like Hindi, etc., into our corpus so that data mining becomes more meaningful. And again, we are also working with AMY Search, like I said. We are currently, what is under progress currently is the machine learning part and the part of drawing useful inferences from it. And for this, we will need annotated data, and we are also working on that. So this is a screenshot of the actual Jupyter notebook that we have written for the purpose. Here we are trying to mine, essentially first we are trying to classify our data so that we will, when we are looking at the paper, we know whether it is really about viral epidemics or not. And this is this image is about the Sparkle queries, the Sparkle endpoint, the Sparkle result of the Sparkle query that we use to create the country dictionary. And it had to be converted into a more useful and a more comprehensible form using another very important tool called the AMYDIC. And this is a screenshot of the same. So with that, I would say we are trudging on. We are trying our best to make use of the time that has been given to us. Thank you.
Great, perfect timing also. Thank you, Amreen. Charles, would you like to talk about the work you've done? I recall that you presented some of your work earlier when you were making your introductory presentation. Do you have some more slides to share, or would you like us to move on?
I mean, I would like to expand on, but Sana has suggested if Pooja can also like contribute to the talk, and so we don't have the same topic going over again later on.
That's totally all right. Please carry on, Charles. Present to us. Let us know what you've done, and let's see how it goes.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. I'll share my screen now. So yeah, just as Gita said, I've made the mistake of thinking that the previous part is the actual presentation, and hearing that this video is going on YouTube forever is really reassuring. So my project is, do non-pharmaceutical interventions have effects on viral epidemic controls? Non-pharmaceutical interventions is a very broad term consisting of many subsets of interventions, which include quarantine, social distancing, staying home orders, and hand sanitizing, and etc. So I think I've explained some of my progress on the previous part, and I want to thank Amreen for like explaining everyone's our workflow and the software we use along the way. So I will just expand on what I've been saying the last one. I got my third corpus. That's because the term we searched for queries are quite vague, because non-pharmaceutical interventions are it's a very vague term, and a lot of the resultant papers we get are not as accurate, and we don't have many hits. So this time for the third one, I actually changed the query to non-pharmaceutical and leave out the intervention, because the intervention term is actually brought in a lot of noise. I tested that using this, the EuroPMC website, and I did a lot of test runs on GetPaper as well. So I settled on the third corpus, and I started by binary classification. And for my dictionary, I started off using Sparkle, but then I realized that because non-pharmaceutical interventions are such a big term, it's a big subject, and the Sparkle queries using Wikidata are quite fluffy in terms of like, they have a lot of noises terms, so we can't include them in a dictionary. So I turned to hand curating. So basically just gather words and put them into a dictionary by hand from Wikipedia, Wikidata, and some other references, for example, by CDC, Center for Disease Control, and etc. And now I have my AmiDict ready. I can finally put this one into AmiDict and let them to generate a dictionary so I can commit to GitHub. So that's basically all from me.
Thank you, Charles. So I got your point earlier. You were trying to tell me to call in Pooja because Pooja is the mentee in Karya INYAS who has been working with Ambreen. Got it. Pooja, would you like to tell us something that you've been working on during your 4 weeks with Ambreen here? Let's see.
Yes, ma'am. Ambreen, can you please share your screen for me?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so I have
Can you see it?
Yes, so I have prepared some slides for my to tell my experience about as my internship about to end. So my project was about viral epidemics and country, and my mentor was Ambreen. So the project contained all the information about viral epidemics. So the main purpose of the project to contain all the information at one place, so it will be easy for everyone to reach, and also it will be easy for everyone to understand. So at the beginning, I need some basic software to run the project. So I have installed all the software with the help of link that was provided on GitHub. So that link was very is helpful for me to understand all the softwares and to install this software. So after that, what I have learned through this 4-week internship is as here is. So first of all, I have learned how to use these all softwares. Then I have learned how to create a GitHub page, how to create a corpus, how to run ME search and ME section, how to create a dictionary and with a Sparkle query, and how to use Wikidata and Wikipedia. So all the instruction and links were available on GitHub page. So it was easy for me to understand, and it was very helpful for me also. And it will be helpful for everyone also. So thank you so much. That was my experience, and that was my project about.
Great. Thank you, Pooja. We will now have Lakshmi Priya, who will talk about the work that they're doing together with Dheeraj on the Karya program. Right, Lakshmi Priya?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Dheeraj is my mentee, and I'm working on the mini project, viral epidemics and diseases. So we are going to discuss what diseases co-occur with the viral epidemics. And I think Ambreen has explained all the basic what we are doing commonly in our many projects. And what differs is here is dictionaries mainly. So we have created a separate dictionary for this mini project as a disease. And you can see that we have a separate mini project page. These are our proposed activities. First, we have created a communal corpus was created, and then we tested what we are going to do in the actual corpus, and we did what we did in our communal corpus in our actual corpus. So that's what Ambreen explained using those softwares of Git Papers, any Sparkle, and etc. So this is my dictionary page, diseases. So here I have mentioned what are the diseases I have, disease dictionaries I have created, and very thanks to Dheeraj, because without him I can't create this. Couldn't have created these dictionaries, and he's excellent in creating them. And the creation of the dictionaries were mentioned in this wiki page. Anyone can refer these instructions step by step and can create this dictionaries by them itself, and can also I can also do them by myself with any basics. So I think we have another more. We have some next topics. So for our next work, we need to do a ML classification. As for Ambreen said, we need to do a data classification for accuracy using the ML techniques, and we're going to use Python for that. And I don't know anything about it, and we are doing it in a teamwork, and it's so great to work in this team. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. I will now ask Dheeraj to come in and speak about this also. And I request Priya to mute herself because I think there's some background noise coming from your device potentially. So if you mute yourself, it will be easier for others to understand us. And I love the part, Priya, where you said that the next job for me is to do Python, and I understand zilch about Python. It's totally all right, and there'll be lots of people to help you, and I'll send a couple of tutorials online, which will allow you to pick up this thing with help. Dheeraj? No, it wasn't Priya's background. Where was it coming from? Okay, Dheeraj, do you want to say something?
Hello. Hello everyone.
Hello.
It's mini project. इस प्रोजेक्ट में मेरा प्रोजेक्ट था वायरल एपिडेमिक एंड डिजीज। इस प्रोजेक्ट को करने में मेरी हेल्प सबसे ज्यादा मेरे मेंटोर ने की है। उन्होंने बताया कि मुझे क्या करना है, कैसे करना है और ये किसी लिए करना है, ये भी बताया। इस प्रोजेक्ट में हमने सबसे पहले ये डिक्शनरी मैम ने पहले से ये मेड की हुई थी, उसको अपडेट करना था विकिडाटा क्वेरी से। तो उसके लिए हमने क्वेरी बनाई, उसको अपडेट किया, ICD-10 लैंग्वेज वेरिएंट सब ऐड किए। और इस समय हम पेपर्स का क्लासिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं, जिसमें से मतलब 950 पेपरों में से हमने 354 पेपर्स को ट्रू एंड फॉल्स पॉजिटिव में क्लासिफाई कर दिया है। अब नेक्स्ट ML टेक्निक्स का यूज करना है, तो वो तो मैं यूज नहीं कर सकता क्योंकि मेरे पास मोबाइल है, तो मैम हेल्प करेगी इनसे।
Thank you, Dheeraj. I think we are losing you. Can everybody hear Dheeraj, or is it just me?
No, ma'am.
Not able to.
Losing, yeah, ma'am.
So I think we are losing Dheeraj, but we understood what he was saying. 950 papers में से 354 papers Dheeraj ने personally characterize करके dictionaries, Wikidata dictionaries में add करके अपने mobile phone से केवल. He did not have access to a machine or a laptop or a workstation. This boy has done it just using his mobile phone, and that is incredibly commendable. And I would never have imagined this to be possible if he had written to me कि मैं आपके साथ ये open virus training करना चाहता हूँ, तो I would have said कि आपके पास तो machine ही नहीं है बेटा, आप कैसे करोगे? But Karya and Dr. Manu Sekarwar had basically already shortlisted these students and they were assigned to us, and therefore I was not in a position to at that time realize whether he is able to do it or not. By default I would have said he can't do it, but I was proven wrong, and that is a lesson to learn for the long term for me and the likes of me. So Dheeraj, thank you, बहुत अच्छे से आपने किया. The next pair of mentor-mentee students that we will talk about on the OpenVirus, I think it's Karina next. Karina, would you like to talk about your project? And then Jitu is your mentee, right? We'll have Jitu from Karya speaking after you. Okay.
Yes. I will just share my screen now. Can you see my screen? Can you see
yes, Karina, we can see your screen.
Okay, so my topic was, the topic of my mini project, just a second, was on viral epidemics and viruses, and the main query was to find out which viruses are responsible for causing a viral epidemic in a particular area. So, and my collaborator was G2, and he did not have access to a laptop. So using his phone, he had created Sparkle queries and given me all different viruses which he could come across, and he had sent me XML files containing the list of virus terms, and this is the progress which has been made by us. Currently, we're ongoing with the manual classification of the 950 papers that we had downloaded on viruses, and we have also created a dictionary, even though it requires more update. We have a dictionary on viruses which we can put to use, but currently I'm blocked on a few syntax, and hopefully I'll be able to fix that issue and come along with a new updated and a better dictionary with more and more information. So that's it with my
Thank you,
progress.
Karina.
Here, here you can see all the issues that we have been able to solve and all the things which are ready from our part. And currently, we are in progress with machine learning and data display. And also, our next task is to create the same dictionary in Hindi languages to give another language variant on our work. So this is it, as you can see.
Great, Karina. Do we want Jitu Ram to speak also? Jitu, would you like to say a few words about what you've done in this sub-project?
Hello, ma'am. My work was mainly based on human viruses, and I searched for viruses on internet, but I found about 147 viruses, but only 22 viruses are different from my mentor's dictionary, and I prepared queries on these viruses and download in HTML files, and I downloaded some important softwares like Git, Node, Nime, and Java, etc.
Thank you, Jitu. We would like to now move on to the next mini project where a lot of regional language has been enabled into Wikidata. This has been done by Rajan together with Urja. Rajan, would you like to take over the screen now and present your work?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. I'll be doing it.
Okay.
So please make sure that whether my screen is visible. Like I have got some internet issues as well.
Okay, not yet, Rajan. There's a green button to share screen, and then you should be able to see yours first. There will be a time lag because we're streaming live on YouTube. Yeah, perfect. We can see your screen now. Carry on.
Yeah, and hello, my mini project is on drugs, and I'm collaborating with Urja, and I have used Get Papers, ME Search, and ME Section, ME3, and I have ran like Get Papers to get my papers on viral antiviral drugs. And I've just made I have just downloaded 250 of my papers that are my corpus, and I've did ME Section and ME Search for it. And also did binary classification, manual binary classification. I have gone through all the papers which is inside my corpus, which is nearly 260, to find out whether is it related to viral epidemics or not. Is it not related to viral epidemics? Out of these, 51% of my corpus is not related to viral epidemics, but those 51% are related to drugs, which helps for curing us. And remaining 49% of my papers are related to viral epidemics and drugs as well. And here, as I said, I was just going for the ME section and ME search. Here I have attached the link. So this is my work as of now. Like I have said, I have corpus of like nearly, I've just made a corpus. So this corpus is, I have that ME section, and where you could find my articles and the name, the drugs, as well as the other thing, the frequency of it. So you could also find this particular paper which has frequency of drugs and these many drugs which are acting in it, and this helps me to understand this paper has these many drugs into it. So yes, and I was just working, and I have updated my things which I've done in mini project over here in my GitHub page. And this is my GitHub page where I would explain everything, like what all we did and what all it helped, and where I blocked on and what all I'm doing as of now. And this is my GitHub page where you could find like the started, like what all I've started, what all I finished, and what all yet to start and blocked on. And as I said, like I'm as ma'am said, I'm working with multi languages, regional languages. My dictionary will be having English terms, Hindi terms, and as well as Tamil. These three languages, I'll be using Sparkle Query into it.
Great.
So the next slide is dictionary. As I said, I'm working with 3 languages, and this is as Wikipedia is a big source. Into it, very few terms are being translated in Hindi, and very much few into Tamil. So this is where I could not extract every terms, the English terms into Hindi and Tamil as well as. If you find a particular it's a particular thing like dimethyl sulfate. This dimethyl sulfate is a drug where I could find it in a Hindi wiki data query, where this is the thing for dimethyl sulfate, which I extracted through Sparkle query. And this is this is a Tamil term. This is for the other drug molecule, where I could not get it in Hindi, but I got in Tamil and English as well. So yeah, and right now, as I've shown you these 3 things, now I'm just processing into it, and as I did my binary classification using manually, now I'm gonna do in using Jupyter Notebook. By that, like I'll be using NLP and machine learning as well as for the binary classification, and get the data chart of the graph, that how much the articles related to it. And I would like to thank everyone, like and I leave this to Urja, because she was helping me a lot in this mini project.
Thank you, Rajan. Pooja, would you like to say a few words about your role in the mini project with Rajan, and what you've learned and what you've done in the past week?
Yeah. So 4-week period is a really short time to understand and to contribute a whole lot to the project. But this was totally enough to understand the basic structure and to learn the important tools. So this is, as the Rajan is sharing our GitHub page. So the mini project Viral Epidemic and Drugs. So the main objectives were totally to create a dictionary. As Rajan said, he's already working on the multi-linguistic dictionary. And so the tools that I learned were Get Papers. It was really useful, as you can download all the papers related to viral epidemics and drugs, like within a very short span that I've already mentioned, like approx 10 minutes. And then I was next able to learn about AMI search and AMI section. With the help of AMI section, you can section the paper into parts, and you don't have to go through and read the whole paper to understand. And with the help of AMI dictionary, AMI search and Sparkle, we were able to create a dictionary. And I've also mentioned about the different tools that were important to download before running these important softwares. And thank you everyone, and especially thank you Rajan. He has helped me a lot, and also other mentors also, as their the things that they have written on the tutorial page, they also helped me a lot during the 4-week period. So thank you everyone.
Okay, great. Urja, thank you for your presentation. The next presentation for the online lab meeting is going to be by Vaishali and Simranleen. Is that all right? Vaishali, would you like to share your screen and tell us what work you did last week and whether you had any obstacles that we may help you with? And then Simranleen.
I'm sharing my screen now.
Okay, okay. It's not yet visible. Let's see. No, not yet. Right. Right. I think we have your screen now.
Are you able to see my screen?
We're seeing your screen, but no slides. Are there any slides?
It's my GitHub wiki page.
Okay. No. Is it me, or can nobody see it? I don't think we can see it. We have a black background saying Vaishali has shared screen. Right. We have it now, Vaishali. All good. All good. Please carry on.
Okay, ma'am. So the question that my project is based on is what organizations fund the viral epidemic research. So for this, ma'am, I'm not able to use my scroll down when I'm sharing my screen. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Does Vanisha want to help you out and possibly try herself? Let's see.
Yes, ma'am. Give me a second. It's your page only. Ma'am, can you see the screen?
Yes, yes, perfectly. Please carry on. Tell us about it. We can see the funders and funding organizations. So you've done some work with the funders.
Yes.
We'll be discussing more about. And the question that my project is based on is that what organization fund the research on viral epidemics? And so far in the project, what I have done is I'm working on a corpus of 950 articles, and I have sectioned the corpus using the ME section tool, and I have created my dictionary funders, which contains around 13,000 entries, and I have searched the dictionary with my corpus using the ME search tool, and we have got the results. Now we are working on the Jupyter notebooks and trying to learn some coding and coding with Jupyter notebooks. And next, I'll be using the 50 papers that we annotated into true and false positives, and now we'll be using them for machine learning. And next, I'm planning to use R graphics for data visualization to display my data in the form of graphs so that it can be interpreted more easily. That's it. Thank you.
Great. Can we have Simranleen giving in a few comments and what you've been up to, Simranleen, how you have, yeah.
So my contribution in this project was basically defining the dictionaries by removing the characters and useless symbols from the funder's name, so it could be useful in creation of dictionary. Secondly, I was updating the dictionary by running Sparkle queries to find the name of funders which are funding all over the world, not only viral epidemic, but the journal funders. I was classifying the part of corpus, that is a group of research papers of single subject, that is viral epidemic and funders, manually, so that it could be used in machine learning techniques. And currently I'm working on a video that will be available soon on interns experience with the OpenVirus project. Thank you.
Next with us, I think our next presenters are Vanisha and Om Prakash, right? Vanisha, would you like to talk about your work? You've just held your twin sister perfectly. Thank you. And now it's your turn.
Okay, ma'am. Just give me a second. Okay, so this is my mini project page on GitHub. So my mini project is testing and tracing in viral epidemics, and my collaborator is Om Prakash. So in this project, what we are going to do is we have to extract the information about various tests which are done during any epidemic to diagnose the particular virus. And the second thing which I'm dealing with is contact tracing. Contact tracing is a method of preventing further transmission of a disease. How we can do that is we have to trace the people who came in contact with the diseased person, and we isolate them, and they are treated. So it is a method to prevent the further transmission of the infection in the population. So I started this project by downloading a corpus of 250 articles. Generally, everybody did it with 950 articles, but I was facing connectivity issues, so I'm doing it on 250 articles, and I downloaded it through GetPapers. And after that, I created my dictionary using MEDIC command. Dictionary include various terms related to testing and tracing, and that dictionary we use to search the corpus, those particular terms in the corpus. After that, I section my corpus using any sectioning command, and you can see on the screen the command which I use for sectioning. And also then we did ME searching, in which we get results in the form of data tables. But this is the one thing which I'm blocked on, because I'm not getting the results for ME searching. And in this project further, we are going to learn about Jupyter notebooks and machine learning, and we have to annotate the corpus. That is, we have to classify it into like whether it belongs to whether it is related to viral epidemic or not. So these are steps which I have followed to create dictionary, and that's it for my project.
So you said, Vanisha, you said that you're having a couple of obstacles? You're getting stuck on the sectioning of the data. Which part is
No.
that, and what exactly is the problem?
No, ma'am, that's not sectioning, but that is searching corpus. So Peter sir suggested me to modify the dictionary by adding some Wikidata IDs and description in the dictionary, because maybe the terms which my dictionary includes, they are not very clear in the corpus. So that's why ME searching is not searching the dictionary in the corpus. So I'm going to add some new terms in the dictionary and also some synonyms related to the terms which I've already added.
Yes, yes, that is the right way of going about it. Fantastic. So let's see next week how this has improved your experience. So with you, Vanisha, would it be Om Prakash? Om Prakash, do you want to talk about your contribution? आप कुछ बात करना चाहते हो वनीशा के साथ मिनी प्रोजेक्ट के बारे?
जी मैम, सबसे पहले तो मैम मुझे गिटहब पे पेज बनाना नहीं आता था, तो
गिटहब था तुम्हारे पास? ये बताओ कि गिटहब का अकाउंट था पहले, सबसे पहले?
नहीं था।
नहीं
बाद
था
में
ना?
सीखा है, बनाना सीखा है।
ओके, और फिर अकाउंट बनाया, फिर कंट्रीब्यूट, फिर यू बिकेम अ कोलैबोरेटर,
फिर मैम पेज एडिट करना नहीं आता था मेरे को।
हाँ,
तो
फिर पेज एडिटिंग सीखा।
पेज एडिटिंग सीखा मैंने वनीशा से। तो जो कुछ भी मुझे प्रॉब्लम होती थी, मैं व्हाट्सएप के थ्रू इनको स्क्रीनशॉट भेज देता था।
अच्छा,
तो ये क्या प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन बता देती थी मेरे लिए, तो वहां से सॉर्ट आउट हो जाती थी कुछ एक प्रॉब्लम। क्योंकि लैपटॉप है नहीं मैम मेरे पास, तो इस वजह से टेक्निकली मैं बहुत ज्यादा चीजों को नहीं सीख पाया।
अगर आप गिटहब पे एक अकाउंट बना चुके हो और फाइल्स को एडिट करना सीख चुके हो, और जिस तरह अभी आप प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, रेगुलर प्रेजेंटेशंस इन अ बाई वीकली लैब मीटिंग सीख चुके हो, तो माय डियर आपके पास आई थिंक यू हैव मोर एक्सपीरियंस, यू हैव मोर एक्सपीरियंस इन प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट एंड डूइंग साइंस देन मोस्ट स्टूडेंट्स एट मच हायर levels you know in the world. So I appreciate that already. लेकिन इसमें आपने फिर डिक्शनरीज एडिट कर पाए? आपने गिटहब पेजेस एडिट किए और डिक्शनरीज भी देखे, और डिक्शनरीज में समझा क्या इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए इस वाले मिनी प्रोजेक्ट के लिए? बताओ।
मैम सबसे पहले तो एक ही पेज एडिट किया था मैंने, तो उसके बाद मीटिंग्स नहीं ली थी मैंने कुछ, और मतलब इतना नहीं समझ पाया मैं जितना मुझको समझना चाहिए था।
अरे don't say that. Definitely jitna samajh paye. Imagine karo 4 weeks is already a very limited time during which you're seeing something for the first time, a different kind of presentation, a different kind of research altogether, but you have been able to contribute to it. And I think Vanisha can vouch for that more. She has already told me that you have helped her incredibly, and I think we are grateful to you for that already. So it is very nice that you've had a good experience, and thank you about it. So should we move on to Sana now? Sana, do you want to talk about your mini project? What have you been? Sana has been our, as I told you, she was the last one to join us, and she's been doing a lot of project management for me to tell me, you know, who's going to finish their internships now, and we need to release certificates. We need to be regularly in touch with Karya program organizers and so on. So Sana is the one who's handling all of that administrative backend for me on the OpenVirus. Sana, your work.
Viral epidemics and zoonosis. So basically zoonoses are the diseases which get transmitted from animals to humans. So this is my GitHub wiki page, and I would like to tell that scientists have estimated that more than 6 out of every 10 infectious diseases spread from animals. So according to me, my project is very much helpful in the time of this COVID. So everyone has talked about the workflow, so I will not go deep into it, but I will tell you that I have done most of the work in my project, but I'm still behind because making dictionary on zoonosis was not easy. So this is my dictionary page look like. I created the dictionary using a text file, but that was manually, and it had just 135 entries in XML format. Then while using Sparkle, I got a very good results, but it was all scientific articles and journals. So Peter suggested me to make it manually because it will consist of 20 to 30 diseases, and I will be adding synonyms, and maybe I can take help from you and all the mentors for adding languages. So I would like to share the Sparkle dictionary, so everyone may have a look what it look like. So this was my Sparkle dictionary, and it has variable name, label, description, and host. And you can see when I made the Sparkle dictionary, it said that it is a journal or a scientific article. So I'm currently blocked on it, and I know what the reason is, and I will be doing that. And I have committed my corpus, 950 corpus, to GitHub, and I'm making dictionary. These are the software used, and that's all. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Sana. That's fantastic. So we have had a presentation, a 2-minute stand-up presentation from everybody on the OpenVirus team. This is, for those of you watching us on YouTube today, this is what we do twice a week, every Monday and every Thursday. And during the rest of the week, the interns are working on the individual assigned mini projects that everybody has got. And all of us are constantly connected from an online ebook or e-lab book that we have, which is on GitHub. So all of our project work, as well as the research, as well as the complications we have, as well as the issues that we raise, as well as the help that we give to each other, in addition to the regular weekly reporting that we do on this project, are all online and open. This is open science for everybody. I would like to sign off now with thanks from everybody. But Peter, would you like to say a few words also before we sign off from here?
Yes. First of all, I think this is amazing. You are all excellent ambassadors for young scientists from India. And I think, I hope that the other scientists in India, other citizens in India will be able to look at this, but also that other countries in the world, particularly in the global south, can see that science is very, very alive at this level. I am very impressed with the presentations. You've put a lot of effort into them. They're clear, clean, and exciting. Technically, we have some problems to solve, and I'm online to help with, particularly with searching and dictionaries. But I think the main thing at the moment is people are moving into machine learning, and this is probably going to be a joint activity, because you've all done annotations, which is a very boring thing to have to do. And now you've probably got enough annotations that you can put them all together and use that as a way of training your machine learning. I'm very grateful to NIPGR, Indian Academy of Sciences, INYAS and their career program, because I think this has been amazing. And I hope that they will be able to feel that you have shown that this is successful and is worth continuing and building new things on top of. No, it's been one of the best 2 or 3 months of my life, seeing young scientists excited, building new things. I would also say that you have worked so well in your mini projects. We didn't plan this, but when we started with 2 people, and when we got to 14, it was clear we needed to have another structure. And you have worked in your projects and between projects without having to ask me what needs to be done. So I've learned things for the first time about how some of you have been working together. Just because you haven't been on GitHub or on the weekly or bi-weekly catch-ups doesn't mean that you haven't been working within your mini projects. I think that is amazing. So I look forward to, seeing as many of you as possible in the future. We have some exciting science to do with what we've put together. So I think the science is actually creating its own impetus. You built this resource. You want now to see what the message is. So that's me.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you very much. I would like to now we've come to the end of this meeting. Indeed, we will have some discussions among ourselves after I stop the live streaming. But before I do that, I'd like to just assure everybody here on our team that I've had assurance from the Karya and INYAS that this will be a continuing program over the years where more young scientists from Indian National Young Academies would be able to directly mentor on a live scale students who are not able to get a summer training in the regular way, because we've had new normals with the COVID pandemic globally, and there's things that we've got to team up. We've got to find ways to cope with the situation. And I think the OpenVirus program that we've had is a fantastic showcase for the rest of the world that we can still continue to do science. We get locked down, but we get up again, and you can't lock us down. You can't get us down just by locking us down. So we do science online, we do science openly, we do science on GitHub, and we are able to share our research, share our work, share our problems, as well as the solutions that we find to them. I have to thank particularly Charles. Because of you and your part 2 program that you did with me in Cambridge, I think I'll do a better job with my part 2 students in the coming year. In addition, thanking each one of the Karya students. Because of you, I know that access to a laptop is not absolutely necessary for someone who's interested in doing science to be able to still extract useful knowledge from literature. As well as Ambreen, because of you, I know that I should not just jump to conclusions that a student is here to learn from me. I hadn't realized that you're such an expert in machine learning. There's lots you've been able to teach these people, which I would not have been able to do because I'm already engaged in so many different things. So I appreciate that about you. And I appreciate those of you who wrote to me themselves, took the own initiative to say, I want to work with you, and I think I can do it. And because you had faith in yourself, that allowed us to have faith in you also. And thank you once again to everyone. Goodbye. And thank you to those of you who have been watching us live on YouTube. Thank you very much. This is the first time we've had a lab meeting online. All of us were pretty nervous about it, but I think it has gone relatively smoothly. And I want to be able to say, these are going to go on, the lab meetings are going to go on regularly, of course, offline. Yep. And the INYAS-KARYA trainees are going to be with us for a very short time. They're basically writing down their reports. All of the reports are going to be online also on GitHub, where they have been working indeed. But thank you again. Get in touch with us if you want to be connected with the OpenVirus program. Look at what we're doing. It's all open out there. The links are on the YouTube comment box. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you very much again. Bye. Bye. So how do I stop the live stream? Okay, got it. Thanks.